There was a video that came out this past week with a few 100 million views. And some people were trying to link it to me. Like I was literally watching people go back and forth with people and denounce people and call people names and do stuff. And I stepped back for a second. I said, oh my gosh, all this was an attack on people's lives of distraction. Do you know how many people didn't spend time with their kids this week? Fighting with somebody they don't know in the comments? Do you know how many people watch video after video after video making decisions about what they wouldn't do and what they will do? And if I ever, it was there were people that did not do what God said to do this week.
What gets me about Mike Todd is it's okay when he does it. It's okay when he's a distraction. Because Mike Todd has said in interviews that, you know, he wants you to love him. And if you don't love him, he's going to make you love him. So that lets me know right there that you will not stand in the gap between anything, right? You're going to play defense on whatever makes people happy. You want to make them feel a certain way, but your sermons have pretty much been distractions, whether it's you putting spit in your hand and rubbing it on somebody's eye, whether it's you jumping on a trampoline in the middle of the congregation, whether it's you sitting on the couch talking about how, you know, people do other things with spit, or whether it's you straddling the fence on the transgender thing, or you throwing stuff in a room and pouring syrup on the Bible and all this other stuff. Like, that's a distraction. You've been a distraction the whole time. You don't preach God's word. You preach whatever it is that you think God says for you to do. You said that. You said you don't like to do any research, but you do it anyway, but you don't feel good about it. And God said, whoever delights in me, I will cause them to walk on the high places of the earth. And that's the Sabbath and everything. But it has to be a delight. You don't look at it as a delight. You said that. You also said that you call people in and basically you watch content the whole time and you say, I feel like this is what God is telling me to do. You feel like it, or is that what God told you to do? Because if you're not studying the word, you don't know how to preach to people. You don't know how to teach the word. You're going to continue to do these things that are distractions, and you do that often.